Hello everybody. I think it's before noon. This is the morning of Tuesday. This is Chat with CHAP. We don't normally do shows in the morning, but I had a few moments here this morning, so I thought I'd reach out and talk with you guys. I haven't talked with you since convention, which was, wow, like a week and a half ago already. So I wanted to get on and talk a little bit about convention and do a wrap up there and talk about what I shared on Saturday morning at convention. If you weren't there, there's a video that I'm going to link in the comments later, but I do want to jump on and just share some of the things that happened at convention. We had a bunch of people come up to us, and we're so thankful that they had convention. They'd never been to a convention. They didn't know about the convention, and they came and they were just amazed at the number of people who were there, the vendors that they could talk to, the speakers that they could listen to. There were such encouraging, there's so many encouraging messages to be heard at convention this year. If you did not get to come for one reason or another, I do encourage you to check out alliancerecordings.com. We do have all of our speaker sessions out there. So if you were not able to come and be encouraged in person, you could still listen to those messages. So many good messages that were needed. I needed to hear a number of those messages. The ones I sat in on, they were so good. It was just a repositioning of the heart, you know, getting the mind and heart focused back on why it is that we're doing what we're doing. What is it that God intends for us to be doing with our children when we're home with them? You know, what is our focus to be? And there were just so many good messages about that at convention. So if you need that type of encouragement, I do suggest to you to go out to Alliance Recordings and check out what's out there. See if you can gain some more encouragement for your upcoming year with school. And I had folks come up to me. They are from New Jersey. And New Jersey used to have a group similar to CHAP, but they folded. They don't exist anymore. So these folks from New Jersey were able to come to CHAP, and they were so thankful. They were to the CHAP convention, I should say. They were so thankful that it was here and that it was close enough for them to come to. They found the encouragement that they needed. They got to speak to vendors, and they got to speak to other people. And it was so good to hear that. And I thank you to anyone who said something to a CHAP staff member, a volunteer, a word of thanks, a note of thanks. Thank you to all of you who have filled out our survey. We send out a post-convention survey. Thank you to all of you who took the time to share your thoughts and your comments with us, the good and the bad. It's important to hear both, because then we can grow and we can see what worked and we can see what didn't work. But if you went to convention, oh, that's my phone, I didn't silence it. If you went to convention but you didn't fill out a survey, please fill out a survey. You should have received an email. So go check your email folder, check your spam to see if it's in there. Fill out the survey and let us know what was good. Let us know what concerned you. I did want to get on and mention like some of those things, like what's offered food-wise by the venue. That's out of our control. Or the hotels that are around, what hotels are around, that's out of our control too. So those are things that we can't really change or control. But the programming of what's at convention. Even the timing, we're trying to find good weekends to do it. Sometimes it's really hard to find a location that can work with us, that's available on a weekend that the team can all do. We're all volunteers. Did you know that? Did you know that the CHAP convention was run by all volunteers? And a lot of these volunteers have full-time jobs. And so they volunteer a lot of time to make this convention happen. So I do know that there are some things that we can't offer at convention right now. We did used to have a graduation. Did you know that? And there used to be, sometimes there was a children's program. Sometimes there were lots of interactive sessions, other things like that. There's things that are changing in the homeschool market. Like some vendors don't go to conventions anymore. It's really interesting because with the boom of internet sales, and this has been happening for like a decade almost, there's fewer vendors that go because they don't need to go anymore. So those are all things that we think about and discuss as we're planning our convention. But, sometimes things like a graduation, sometimes they don't happen because there's not a volunteer for it anymore. There used to be someone who did our graduation, and it was great. And then they moved on to serve in other ways, serve the church in other ways, serve their communities in different ways. And there was not a replacement for that, which is why it doesn't happen. So if you remember something like that, or see something that you think could be better, or want something else to be offered, consider reaching out to us and offering to be the lead on that part of convention, or a service that CHAP could provide. If you think, wow, it would be really good to support homeschoolers this way, maybe you could be the person that organizes that service that we could offer. So I encourage you could respond to this message below. You could respond to the convention survey. You could respond using our contact form on chaponline.com. Let us know your interests. Let us know your skills and abilities. Thank you to all of you. On Saturday morning, I talked about CHAP and who we are and what we do and the fact that we need more hands. So many of you came to the table and gave us your names. We got a number of volunteers, and we are so excited about that. So we're getting our notes together, we're getting the surveys back, and we're going to have a post-convention meeting real soon and discuss what it is that we need help with, or what are new possible things that we could find for these volunteers. So thank you if you reached out and offered to volunteer. You think, wow, CHAP used to do this, but they don't do it. Maybe we need your experience, your knowledge. And you know what? It doesn't matter where you live, because all of our meetings are over the phone or they're on Zoom. So you could be in Northwest Pennsylvania. You could be in Jersey. You could be in Maryland. You could be in New York. You could be in Central Pennsylvania. You could be wherever. And still, we do our jobs from where we are. That's the cool thing about where we're at in this day and age. We don't have to be all localized in order to make these things happen. So I encourage you, if you see something that CHAP could do, or something that CHAP used to do that they could do again, get involved. Share your blood, sweat, and tears with us. To support homeschoolers everywhere, because we all need it. We all need the support. I need the support. I've been homeschooling for 15 years, and I know some of us who have homeschooled for a long time think we don't need to come to convention anymore. The fact of the matter is, it may not be that you're going to get a bunch out of convention, maybe listening to speakers or going to vendors, but maybe you're going to get a lot out of convention by serving others. Maybe you're going to encourage someone. Maybe you're going to mentor someone. Maybe you're going to be the calm for the new mom who goes to convention for the first time and is like, oh my word, I'm so freaked out. We need you, alumni moms. The mentor network is another place you can get plugged in. You have so much knowledge. Share your knowledge with others. So I encourage you, get involved. Get involved with the homeschool community. Get involved with supporting the homeschool community. Get involved in the mentor network. Get involved with convention. Get involved with social media and supporting us through Instagram and Rumble or YouTube or whatever it is, with these my videos that I do, the podcasts that we have. Chat with CHAP is out on podcasts too. So many ways that you can help and serve. It's challenging because, I'm involved with a lot of things. I have a lot of abilities that I can share. And one of the things I used to do was coach softball. And I really loved it. But in the last few years, I've not been able to do that for various reasons. And my girls were playing this year, and I would go to games and practices, games. And, some of the stuff, I'd be like, wow, I could coach on that. I could help with that. But I'm not able to right now. So in this season where I'm not able to help there, I'm careful with, what I say to the coaches or my reactions to things, because I know I don't have the time to offer help there. I can't step up there and give my time because I'm helping with CHAP, and I was teaching a parenting class with Steve and other things like that. So since I know that I can't be involved, I was just very grateful that there were other parents and other people who were willing to be involved so my girls could play softball this year. So it's kind of like that with CHAP. If you have something that you think is an issue, you could offer your help with a solution, which would be great. But sometimes, if there's no one there who's willing to take up that cause, bringing up the problem, sometimes not very helpful because there's no hands to be able to address the issue. So it's just something to think about when you're offering concerns or suggestions or comments about what you think should be offered or how you think CHAP should handle things. It could just be that we're doing all that we can and we're lacking hands. So if you could be extra hands for CHAP, that would be wonderful. We welcome anyone who wants to come and be part of the homeschool movement and encourage moms and dads to take their children out of school and bring them home. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was important. We're getting a few messages and comments in, and I want to encourage you to get involved. And your location does not matter. You can serve from anywhere. So thank you for considering. Thank you for your great ideas. Thank you for your comments and your concerns for the homeschooling community. Pray for us. Pray for CHAP. Pray over those of us who are giving leadership to the organization. Pray over the volunteers who come in. Pray for the convention that's coming for next year. Pray for the other things that we're offering the homeschooling community. We need your prayers. It's hard work. It's necessary, and homeschoolers need to be encouraged, and we want to be here to encourage you. But pray over us. We need help just as other organizations do. So thank you. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for being part of convention if you came. We encourage you to consider coming next year if you couldn't make it. And remember, those recordings are out there at Alliance Recordings if you weren't able to come and you still need that encouragement to keep moving forward. But I thank you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking time to listen to this video this morning. I really appreciate you. And if you weren't part of the homeschooling community, there wouldn't be anyone to serve. So I'm thankful for all of you out there. And thankful that we can be here to help you on your homeschool journey. So have a great day. And hopefully next week I'll be back on and do have a different Chatting with CHAP episode. Oh, and you know what? I want to interview some friends of mine. There was a new thing the PDE put out recently about a declaration instead of an affidavit. In other words, affidavit for filing for homeschool. So I'm going to get some more information on that, reach out to some people who have good knowledge on it that can share with us. I think we'll set up a Chatting with CHAP to talk about that so we can all understand what that is. And because it's very good to be aware of all of our options. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again in about a week. Bye-bye.